So this class is designed to really provide a space for people to grieve the various changes that an individual goes through in life, right? Not just the loss of a loved one. Um, but how did it help you specifically?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One is I want to say that I realized early on that there had been grieving for many things I didn't recognize.
Mhm,
So the loss of my husband was a big thing that I couldn't miss,
mhm,
but there had been other things too that had caused grieving that I didn't realize it had caused that, like a change in work that I was doing, or a relationship, a friendship that went in a direction that I didn't want it to, right? So one of the things that happened early was I realized grief is something we are all experiencing at different times for different reasons. I hadn't attended to those. So one of the first things I got was, how do I attend to that? And I think the popular notion of grief is that it's a negative experience.
mhm,
And for me, grieving has proven to be a transformational experience. So one of the first things I got from the class was how to communicate with those that may have left my world, whether that was through death or through moving or through change. And I wanted to still communicate from the heart. I wanted to still share my love. I wanted to still um, be present to the beauty of it. And I didn't know how to do that. I mean, if they're not there, how could I do that? Right? I would need them. So one of the first things I learned was, no, they don't have to be there in the physical because they're always there in the spiritual.
absolutely. Beautiful. And so were you able to do that even with people that were still on this side of the veil?
Yes, to some extent I was. I reached out to a number to a number of different people that had been in my life in the past, or there had been something um, disruptive to the relationship.
Mhm,
And then there were times when I didn't reach out to them personally, but I did reach out to them in meditation or um, in a contemplation where I was communicating with them, even though I wasn't speaking to them directly. And I found that to be, there was more than one time that I heard from somebody that I did that with.
mhm.
And they said to me, I've been thinking about you lately and wanted to reach out. One very dramatic person that had been very angry with me and very upset with me